The following was developed by public education agencies in association with the Agency for Instructional Technology. Together, programming for today's learner. People everywhere use resources and products of various sorts to meet their needs. Sometimes people must obtain the things they need from other parts of the world. This program will explain how people obtain the resources and products they need from other parts of the world by examining the question, why does trade occur? We will first focus on Japan, a country located in the Eastern Hemisphere. This map shows accurate shapes and sizes of regions. Compare the sizes of Africa, Southwest Asia, and Japan. Africa is much larger than either Southwest Asia or Japan. Now look at the second map. Which is larger, Africa or Southwest Asia? On this map, Southwest Asia is larger because the map is a cartogram. On cartograms, sizes of areas are important. For instance, on this cartogram, the size of an area tells how much energy is produced there per person. Areas that produce more energy are drawn larger than areas that produce less energy. The rule of cartograms is larger means more, smaller means less. Using this rule, which region produces more energy, Japan or Southwest Asia? Southwest Asia does, so it is shown larger. Now consider Japan alone. Here is a cartogram showing energy production and use in Japan. Remembering the rule of cartograms, larger means more, smaller means less, does Japan produce more energy than it uses? No. The cartogram showing energy use is much larger. That means Japan uses much more energy than it produces. So Japan must import much of the energy it uses from other parts of the world. Japan is a densely settled, highly industrialized society. Like many modern Japanese, the Wakita family uses products from all over the world in their daily life. At the breakfast table, they discuss where the foods they are eating come from. The girls ask their father if everyone in Japan eats foods from different countries for breakfast. No, he says. Many people still eat a traditional Japanese breakfast, made up of foods grown in Japan. But more and more people are choosing foods grown elsewhere in the world. Bananas from the Philippines, butter from Australia, bread from American wheat, and Canadian salmon. As breakfast ends, the son is the first to go off to school, and Mr. Wakita leaves for his job at the Nippon Steel Company. At Nippon Steel, coal and iron are imported from many countries and used to make steel. Steel, in turn, is used to make many products. For instance, sheets of it are stamped into car doors and other parts for the Mazda Automobile Company. When the cars are finished, some are sold in Japan, but many are exported to markets all over the world. Mr. Katayama works at the Mazda plant, where he inspects cars on the assembly line. He enjoys shopping with his family in stores that have products from all over the world to choose from. A purse from France delights his daughter.
かわいいね。外資製よ。日本はたくさんの輸入に頼ってるよね。
A sales clerk explains the features of cookware from the United States.
そうですね。メイドイン USA ですね。
はい、そうです。いかがですか。
これで日本の味噌汁でも作りますか。
奥さんはいかがでしょうか。
His son is intrigued by an electric shaver from the Netherlands.
お父さん、これヨーロッパ製でいいね。
これはいい品物だけど、僕にはまだ
Mr. Katayama points out that his son won't need to buy a shaver for a while yet. Later on, Mr. Katayama and his daughter consider the purchase of a Minolta camera.
ちょっとどうぞ。
このカメラ日本製だけどいいのよ。
Mr. Katayama says that this is a camera made in Japan, but it is made with materials from other parts of the world. That's how it is in modern Japan. At the Minolta factory, even some of the machines used to make the cameras come from other parts of the world. As do the aluminum and plastic components. Some of the finished cameras are sold in Japan, while others are exported. Why does trade occur in Japan? The people of Japan import products and resources like bananas, butter, coal, and iron ore to meet their needs. But they must pay for these imports. To do this, they make products like cars and cameras, most of which are exported to other countries. People in these countries, in turn, pay companies in Japan for those products. How does trade work in other parts of the world? Like Japan, West Germany must import products and resources to meet their needs. In order to pay for them, they manufacture products for sale in other countries. These Airbuses are built in cooperation with other European countries. They are sold to airlines around the world. In Kenya, people use a variety of things that are imported, like some automobiles, clothing, and magazines. To pay for these imports, Kenyans must sell products abroad. Agricultural products have always been a major export. These pineapples are a good example. People in the United States are also dependent on products and resources that come from other countries. To pay for them, the United States must export products as well. To be successful exporters, business people must be sensitive to the customs and traditions of their customers. Here, American business people are learning the customs and traditions of Japan, a market for American goods. You have seen people making and using resources and products from around the world. You have seen why trade develops. How are these people's lives affected by imports and exports?